Okay, today's video is so freaking cool. We are not staying here in Toronto, Canada for today's video. I'm actually gonna be transporting you to Sweden, baby. Let me preface this video. Now, when I was over there, it was very fast paced. They want to bring me in, show me their entire process, allow me to film it, ask whatever questions I want because they're that confident. Every bottle of Absolut Vodka comes from one source. It comes from the same water source, the same area where the winter wheat is grown, in the region of Skane, Sweden. I'm definitely saying that wrong because there's like a little O above the A. Skane. Every 3 hours, Absolut gets a delivery of empty Absolut Vodka bottles, which are then filled and then sent back out. So their bottles today have more than 40% of clear recycled glass. Please enjoy my trip to Sweden on behalf of Absolut Vodka. So I'm actually in this small town called Ahus, or it's like Ahus or something like that, Sweden, southern tip. I'm here because of these guys, Absolut Vodka. They flew me out all the way from Toronto. When I landed, they gave me a lunch bag with an apple in it. So freaking nice. Didn't take much for me, but like, look, there's like nobody in the streets, man. Okay, good morning. This is like the first official day of this Absolut trip. We're going to check out where the bottling is made, where the wheat comes from, pretty much everything. And we're saying goodbye to Ahus, this small, lovely town. Everyone here has automatic lawnmowers, which is pretty cool. But today we're gonna see where Absolut Vodka is made. Every bottle you see in the entire world goes through here, this little city, which is really cool. So let's do it. Okay, we're at stop number 2. This is a barn, apparently like over 100 years old. You said this is 100 years old, right? Over 100 years old. Wait, this is like a 100-year-old farm. This is one of the farmers that contributes the wheat that goes in the vodka. It comes from this field behind me. And it's the most like charming place to eat breakfast. Come around, you come in this courtyard that you look, it would be in like a sitcom. Fresh breakfast being made in the corner, eggs, bacon, like some cats going around. We're not eating those. That's the farmer. He's coming back though, but that's the guy. Okay, we got to breakfast. We're eating in this barn the whole day. This is cool.
Here and then it comes the yellow flowers and the white flowers.
This is where it starts. As far as the eye can see, these are Absolut partnered fields. This is where they grow the winter wheat. This is where the vodka starts. When they harvest that green field, it can go from there, from wheat, to a bottle of Absolut Vodka in the span of 6 weeks. It's a pretty quick process. 1 square meter of winter wheat will make 1 bottle of Absolut Vodka. It's a lot of vodka. This is step 1.
Vodka is the #1 spirit in the world today, with thousands of international brands on the market.
Good. Very good. Okay, step 2 is the water. The water gets sucked up from underground, and there's a lot of iron in it. So to get rid of the iron, it gets sent through these barrels full of sand, ready to go to the next step. Sorry, pause. I know, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt the video flow. The water is getting sucked up from local water wells that are more than 140 meters deep. That water has been filtered through the Swedish bedrock for thousands of years. It's like mad clean. Step 3. So the grain gets sucked up into a crusher up top. It crushes it, sends it down to this like hula hoop machine, and then it just kind of shakes. And then it strains the big grain to fall through, and then they get crushed again. It's keeping all the small stuff after it's been crushed. Okay, step number 4. This room is where they get mashed and fermented. These tanks right here. Now there's a lot of tanks, but they all actually do the same thing. Step 5, these tanks behind me are full of mash. They add yeast, and through a natural reaction, the yeast creates heat, and it sits there for 2 days, heating up. Essentially, that's where the alcohol comes into play. Step number 6, after it's sat in fermentation, it gets pumped through here, through 6 columns, which then distills it to 96% alcohol. It is my last day in Sweden. I'm almost late. I'm not late because I had breakfast early, but I'm supposed to be downstairs and right now. Today we're going to the Absolut office. We're gonna do some vodka tasting. We're gonna see their like marketing stuff. And they're also, I believe, gonna teach us how to make some cocktails. Like, this is the hotel room. Look at this. It's so like hipster and cool. You have your bed, your head's there, and your feet are actually here. So you wake up with a view of Stockholm. Let's start the day. Last day in Sweden, baby. Let's do it. And just like that, my trip to Sweden is done. The fact that the trip is over sucks. So today I'm flying back to Frankfurt, and then from Frankfurt to Toronto. Then I'll be home. I love Sweden. You should come. And I'm back in Toronto. Huge shout out and thank you to Absolut Vodka for giving me that incredible experience over in Sweden. Honestly, guys, I didn't want to leave. One, I learned how vodka's made, is cool, and I had zero idea what went into making vodka. And two, how sustainable Absolut actually is. Like, from the production to the actual bottle itself. And I don't think I've ever worked with a company that has been so conscious about like the environment. And also, fun fact, this was an exclusive bottle of Absolut grapefruit that I got before it came out in Canada. It's out now in Canada, but the bottle's freezing, man. Holy. This was also a look into what an influencer trip essentially is. A lot of you guys wish to become influencers because of the free stuff or the experiences. That's up there with some of the best things about this job. Not all trips are as international as the one I just did with Absolut. And I do also want to say that they took crazy good care of us the entire time. Anyways, there you guys have it. That was a vlog of my trip to Sweden. If you enjoyed it, give this video a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscribe button and also turn on notifications. You can also follow me on Instagram at Danocracy, where I post every single day. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. See you guys later.